Well, I went down a rabbit hole of YouTube videos of exactly how to confirm that it's the actuator. But mine started off with several things. Basically, I didn't change my CCV filter on time. And what it did is it started building up too much pressure and it started blowing out some of my seals. I noticed that I started getting leaks. I'll show you where. So what caught my eye first was I started getting seepage out through the intake horn. And then my valve cover gasket started to leak a little bit. It wasn't like, it's not leaking, but it was just seeping through. And every time I'd open the hood, I'd notice that things are a little bit more wet, a little bit more uglier. It kind of started it started getting uglier everywhere. Once that kind of started catching my eye, I was like trying to figure out what the heck is going on. The motor started sounding funny. I lost a lot of power. Now it's very noticeable, but the truck still runs and operates fine. But I was losing a lot of power and my lifters were making a crap ton of noise. So I was like, man, maybe I need to do a lash adjustment. Something along those lines. Couldn't really figure out what it was. It went on for a few hundred miles and then actually went on for longer. And then I was like, screw it. I finally changed the CCV filter. I changed my fluids. I changed everything like that. And then right after I did that, my exhaust brake stopped working. So once my exhaust brake stopped working is when I was like, okay, something's up. Then I started noticing I lost all my boost. I started noticing lack of power. Just like, I mean, I would rev it and it wouldn't do anything. I would be pulling a skid steer or an excavator and I would have to really give it some balls in order for it to even build up to like 15 PSI. I noticed that even on standstill, I don't hear the exhaust. I'm revving it. I mean turbo. I don't hear the turbo. Took apart the intake. Now, keep in mind, I did the changes. I looked at the intake like literally 200 miles ago, and it was fine. So, actuator. Turns out the whole time, my actuator was failing on top of the fact that I didn't change the CCV filter on time. So, there were two culprits. The CCV was my fault for not changing on time. Actuator, it was about time. I'm at 160K, so they usually go out pretty quick. But I went with an Amazon $250 actuator. I know, whatever. But $250 versus $1,100, I think it's a no-brainer. So I'm going to test it out. I'm going to see how it goes. I'm going to run it. And, I mean, I drive this truck every day, tow every day. So we're just going to test it out, see how it goes. And if it's going to be no problems, then I don't see the point of spending the extra money on something that's may not even be worth it.